Hello everyone, welcome to Idagunji Temple, and now we are standing in the entrance of the temple corridors. That is, we are in the Idagunji Village, and there is a cute cow near me. There are a lot of cows in Idagunji, and this is in the Honnavar Taluk, that is in Uttara Kannada district, and there are a lot of cows which love to eat bananas. So, ಇದು ಬಾಳೆಹಣ್ಣು 50. Here in Idagunji village, there are a lot of cows always fighting for bananas. So we'll put 2 bananas to this cow and 3 bananas to this cow. Otherwise, they'll fight a lot. So here in Idagunji, cows fight for bananas. Okay, lot of competition, like neat CET, Comed K. So now we will go towards Idagunji Temple. We'll buy durva grass also for Ganesha. ಇದು durva grass. ಎಷ್ಟು ಒಂದಕ್ಕೆ? 100 ಇದು ಕೊಡಿ. Now we will give durva grass to Ganesha. So I bought this bundle of durva grass for Idagunji Ganapati. So this Ganapati is a very interesting Ganapati. Like, I have never seen such powerful Ganapati in my whole life. So this temple is almost 1500 years old. The reason why Idagunji is called Idagunji is because Ida means left side and Gunji means it's like a forest. So the forest, since it is on the left side of the Sharavati river, it is called as Idagunji Village. And since this Ganapati belongs to Idagunji village, is called as Idagunji Ganapati. And nearby this village, there is a river called Sharavati river. And this Sharavati river is known to flow like arrow. So there lived rishis called Valakhilyas. Valakhilyas meaning hair-sized rishis. So these rishis are very small in size. They are, physically they are small, but spiritually they are very much evolved than normal humans. So these rishis meditated here in Idagunji forest, and they performed yajnas. That is, after Dwapara Yuga, when Krishna transcended to the higher loka, the Bhurloka was in danger of the Asuric forces. And that's why these Valakhilya Rishis performed yajnas to bring cosmic power to Bhurloka. Because after Krishna's transcendence, Bhurloka was on the verge of adharma. And that's why Valakhilya Rishis performed yajna so that dharma will come again to this world. But the problem was, there was a lot of Rakshasas in this forest, and they were not allowing the Valakhilya Rishis to do yajna. And that is why Valakhilya Rishis went to Narada Muni for asking for guidance. And Narada Muni suggested that you have to beg for Ganapati, because Ganapati is Vignaharata and he removes obstacles on the path of yajnas. And that's why Valakhilya Rishis went to Ganapati for asking for guidance, and Ganapati came to this village. He was standing with 2 legs. If you see, in all temples in India, Ganapati always sits. He sits in Lalitasana, that is like Padmasana posture. Whereas here in Idagunji, Ganapati is standing. So that means that he is protecting actively, because the Kali Yuga is full of asuras and it requires active protection from the deity. And that's why here the Ganapati stands like Krishna. And also he has only 2 hands, because when Valakhilya Rishis begged him for protecting the yajna and removing Rakshasas and obstacles, he came forgetting about his Pashankusha. He came just like a human from the Kailasa Parvata. And when he came as a human, he was standing upright and only with 2 hands. But he remembered his Modaka and lotus. So in one hand there is lotus, and in another hand there is Modaka. So lotus represents the purity of Ganapati, and the Modaka represents the wisdom. If you follow your dharma, that is the lotus, then you will get Modaka, that is the reward. So that is why Idagunji is known to remove obstacles from the path of any kind of rituals. Here, the villagers also come to ask Ganesha for guidance. That is, there is something called as Appane Cheeti. So Appane Cheeti means, Appane meaning permission and Cheeti meaning a piece of paper. So on the piece of paper, devotees write their wishes or decision making doubts, and the priest keep it on the Ganapati. And this sheet of paper, if it falls on the right side, that means Ganapati has approved their decisions. And if it falls on the left side, it means that Ganapati has disapproved. Many people come here for asking the important decisions of their life. For example, should I marry this person? Yes or no? If it is yes, it falls on the right, and if it is no, it falls on the left. So many people come here for marriage making decisions. They make decisions of business and lot of other important things in their life. Here Ganapati has promised the Valakhilya Rishis that he will stay permanently. He will stay permanently standing, actively protecting dharma with his lotus and modak, that is purity and wisdom, and he will never leave this place. So that was the promise he gave to the Valakhilya Rishis, and that promise is still maintained. That is, Ganapati is still helping people make important decisions in their life, following dharma. And now we will give Durva grass to our favorite Gannu, Idagunji Gannu. Since camera is not allowed inside the temple, I will show you a photo of Idagunji Ganapati so that you can connect with him in a better way. So you can see there are a lot of Idagunji idols like this one. See Idagunji photos and idols. And also this village is full of competitive cows. That is, cows fight for food here. That is, if you get a branch of banana, all cows come near you for eating. So now let's see by taking a branch of banana. Balehennu, 50 rupees. Kuchi. Now we'll go to Murudeshwar, that is the dad of Ganapati. This cow is also asking for bananas, so we'll get some bananas for this cow also. Lot of competitions. Now we will go to Murudeshwar. Now we are inside the cave of Murudeshwar. Here they have depicted the story of Ravana, his desire for Atmalinga, and how his desire is not satisfied because of Ganapati. This is how the story begins. That is, his mother Kaikesi is a very big devotee of Shiva. She makes a linga out of sand, and what happens is one day the sea waves take away the linga made of sand, and Kaikesi becomes sad. Seeing his mother sad, Ravana promises his mother that I will get you the most divine form of Shiva than this sand linga. So you can see that sand linga there. So Ravana tells that I'll get you the most divine form of Atmalinga. Since now Ravana has to fulfill the promise that he has given to his mother, what he'll do is he will do penance for thousands of years. So all this story has been depicted in a picture format in the cave of Murudeshwar. So here you can see Ravana meditating for thousands of years. Once he meditates for thousands of years, the devatas start getting worried. See, as you can see, here there is Narada Muni complaining to Lord Vishnu that Ravana is meditating for many years and he might get the Atmalinga. So Narada is asking Vishnu for some solution. Vishnu disturbs the penance of Ravana such that he'll not get any boons, and that's why Ravana, he tries to lift Mount Kailasa and tries to bring the entire Kailasa to Lanka, because he was not getting Atmalinga even after penance of thousands of years. The family of Shiva gets worried because the Mount Kailasa is shaking. So what Shiva does is he presses his toe on the Mount Kailasa and heavy loads of pressure start getting created on the base, and Ravana is not able to carry the Mount Kailasa. He's struggling here, and that is when he starts chanting Shiva Tandava Stotram. He composes a beautiful hymn for Shiva, and he praises Shiva's damaru and all the sounds he makes while doing the Tandava. And that is when Shiva gets pleased. Here Parvati is worried because Ravana doesn't deserve the Atmalinga of Shiva. So she takes the form of Kali. Since Atmalinga is still not obtained, he will do more penance. And with rage, he starts cutting off his heads. And when he starts cutting off his heads, Shiva gets pleased and he gives the Atmalinga. Here, Shiva gives the Atmalinga with one condition, that it has to be never kept on the ground. Ravana agrees for this condition and he tries to take the Atmalinga back to Lanka. Seeing this, Narada gets worried. He goes to Ganapati for help. Ganapati and Vishnu will arrange a plan. That is, Vishnu dims the light of the sun, and Ravana, since he is a punctual follower of rituals, he thinks that it is the evening time, that is Sandhya time, and he starts doing Sandhya Vandan. Since during Sandhya Vandan the hands needs to be free, he gives the Atmalinga to the Brahmin boy. But here he doesn't know that the Brahmin boy is none other than Ganapati in his disguised form. Here the Brahmin boy tells Ravana that since he's a young kid, he can hold the Atmalinga only for a few minutes. And Ravana agrees for this condition. And while doing Sandhya Vandan, Ganapati tells that if I call 3 times, if I call Ravana, Ravana, Ravana 3 times, then you have to come. If you don't come, I'll keep the Atmalinga on the ground. So here you can see that the disguised form of Ganapati, that is the Brahmin boy, calls Ravana, Ravana, Ravana 3 times, and he places the Atmalinga on the ground. Seeing this, Ravana gets enraged. He starts running towards the Atmalinga, but the Atmalinga is already on the ground, and he gets furious on Ganapati. He'll not know that this Brahmin boy is the son of Shiva because he is in the disguised form. And then here he tries to take the Linga back to Lanka forcefully. But Shiva has already given a condition that once the Atmalinga is on the ground, it can never be removed. Because of Ravana's forceful pull, here the Atmalinga shape becomes like a cow's ear, and that's why that place gets named as Gokarna. That is, Go meaning cow and Karna meaning ear. Here you can see Idagunji Ganapati also. That is the Brahmin boy then reveals that he is none other than Idagunji Ganapati, and that is how Ravana is unsuccessful in taking the Atmalinga back to Lanka. That is, Shiva gives the Atmalinga in a container with a cloth. In Murudeshwar, there is the cloth of the Atmalinga, and in Gunavanteshwar, there is the lid of Atmalinga, and in Dhareshwar, there is the rope of Atmalinga, and in Sajjeshwar, there is the container itself of the Atmalinga. And here in Gokarna, it is the actual Atmalinga itself, but it is in the shape of cow's ear, and that's why that village gets named as Gokarna. So that is how the Panchalinga route gets formed in coastal Karnataka, because of Ravana's forceful behavior of taking the Linga towards his hometown, that is Lanka. Because of Ganapati's grace, now the Linga is there in Gokarna as Mahabaleshwar, that is Mahabali, meaning the most powerful form of Linga. So this is the main entrance of the Murudeshwar Temple, where you see the cloth piece of the Linga. So here you can see that the Gopuram is almost 249 feet long, and it's one of the tallest Gopuram in India. There is a lift elevator facility where you can go towards the top of the Gopuram and you can see the entire beach of Murudeshwar. There are a lot of people going to Netrani Island because here there is a scuba diving facility available in the Murudeshwar Beach. Here a lot of festivals take place like Mahashivratri, Kartika festival. A lot of food carts like twister, ice cream get sold here, and due to which many people don't care about this land. That is, they take it for granted. As you can see here, there are a lot of plastic boxes, wrappers, containers. So we'll clean this so that Lord Shiva will never be disappointed in us humans. Murudeshwar is a holy land where the cloth of the Atmalinga fell, and we have to respect Shiva's grace here. So many dogs also eat lot of unhealthy stuff because of the plastic waste. So many birds eat the plastic waste and they die. If you see mosquitoes being born in water, you will realize that Mother Earth is not happy, and she has created a creature which sucks blood out of humans. You know the reason why she has created mosquito? It's because she wants us to know that we have to not pollute water. If you pollute water, mosquitoes will be born, a blood-sucking creature. And we don't know how she's going to react when we pollute her more and more. We are polluting air, water, earth, everything. And when will we learn that she's angry? She's not happy with us anymore. We will take it as a mission of Project Kali that we will clean the litter wherever we see, because Mother Nature is not meant to be dirty like this. She's meant to be beautiful like Sita. Chatakataha sambrama brahmannilimpa nirjari vilola vichi vallari virajamana murdani धगद 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 ज्वलल लाट पट्ट पावके किशोर चंद्रशेखरे रति प्रतीक्षणम मम धराधरेन्द्र नंदिनी विलास बंधु बंधुरस्फुरद्दिगंत संतति प्रमोदमान माने से कृपाकटाक्ष धोरणी निरुद्ध दुर्धरापदि क्वचिद् दिगंबरे मनो विनोद में तु वस्तुनि जटाभुजंग पिंगल स्फुरत् फणामणि प्रभा कदंब कुंकुमद्रव प्रलिप्त दिग्वधूमुखे. In the 14th century, Vijayanagara Empire protected this land from all kinds of attacks and invasions. And in the 4th century, there was Kadamba dynasty which also protected the cloth of the Atma Linga. There is a Lord Shiva's statue which is almost 125 feet long. This is the third tallest statue of Shiva in the whole world. And this was possible because of the industrialist R.N. Shetty. That is, he was a revolutionary who contributed to this land and made this land more beautiful. This temple is like a house for so many festivals like Mahashivratri and Kartika Hunnime. Because of this temple, we get to know the Ravana's dridata for taking the Linga to Lanka to impress his mother. And also you can see the smartness of Ganapati. Before we end the video, we will take a big namaskar towards Lord Shiva. Om Namah Shivaya. And we'll end the video of this coastal area of Karnataka, that is Murudeshwar and Idagunji. So thanks for watching this video and we'll meet in the next video. Jai Mahakal.